Hello, it's day 363, and I want to talk about your after diet hobby. When you're really deeply enmeshed in dieting, you will spend hours doing things that you don't want to do. You'll spend hours each week meal planning. You will drive across town to the one store that sells the one thing that your diet calls for. And you'll spend those few precious moments before work every day calorie counting, because of course you will. And if you're anything like me, when you start intuitive eating and you do start seeing the number on the scale going down without putting very much effort into it at all, it can be a little bit disheartening because you think to yourself, I wasted so much time. I wasted so much of my life on something that didn't even work. And now things are finally going the way that I've always wanted them to, and I don't even have to think about it. Food is just a neutral thing. It's just something that happens during the day, like showering or going to the bathroom. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to put any effort into it at all. So, what am I supposed to do knowing that I wasted huge chunks of my life on something that I hated doing that I never even got to see the results of? For me, I found it useful to reinvest in myself, to find different hobbies that prioritize me first, not anybody else. Like for me, it's all about like raising chickens on my farm. I know that not everybody finds that to be an interesting hobby, but it's not about them. It's about me having a pocket full of eggs every day. Seriously, I'm that person who can just pull eggs out of their pocket at any time during the day. But you need to find something like that too. When you go on your health journey and you finally find yourself with all of this extra time because you're not jumping through all of the hoops that the diet industry tells you to, go find something that people are going to be like, that's a little bit weird. That hobby's a little bit weird. But if it's something that you actually enjoy, you need to be doing it. I don't really think that it's useful to look back on the past and think about all of those mistakes that I made because you can't change it. And I understand why people would say, oh, but you should embrace those mistakes because those are the mistakes that brought you here. You finally learned. I wish I had learned sooner. And I know that, I wasn't ready back then. But I wasn't really ready when I first came across intuitive eating either. It was something that I had to try for a very long time, something that I almost had to force myself into because it was so scary. When you reinvest into yourself and you start finding time for the things that you loved, that dieting was taking over, it can be freeing, but also frustrating. So keep that in mind. Go out and do something that's going to make you happy today, because that is how you start enjoying life.